All right, so I'm making my way into the kitchen. This is Leigh Thurston. He is the head chef at the Ebrington, are you not?
Yeah, I am indeed. Good morning, how are you?
I'm doing well. Obviously, this is breakfast right now where we're here, which is wonderful. They got a nice buffet here at the Ebrington, of which I had a lot yesterday and this morning, to be honest. And I've asked Leigh to kind of prepare a couple of the signature dishes here at the Ebrington. Tell me about a couple of your signature dishes, Leigh.
So what we've got for you today is we're doing one of the starters here. So it's going to be wild garlic and lobster tortellini with charred leek, and then we've got some nice trout caviar with that, and a rich lobster sauce and nidua sausage. So that's one of the starters. It's one of the biggest ones we've got going at the moment. And then for the main course, we are then going to do a little mix-up, like a little duo. So we're going to do fillet beef, and then we do an oxtail tart with wild garlic powder and a little bordelaise sauce. So it's one of the dishes that is the busiest on the actual on the menu as we are right now. It's all local. I mean, the lobsters itself are only just down the road, about 20 miles down the road, and then the beef itself is Coyer Farm. So the Coyer Farm is down in County Antrim.
Wonderful. Yeah. Now, one of the biggest issues that I have found in the United States, if I'm being honest, Leigh, as that hits the pan. Listen to that. That sounds fantastic. One of the issues that I found in the United States is when people come over here, they have this preconceived notion that Irish cuisine is not very good.
No, it is. I wouldn't put it that far. I wouldn't say that at all. I mean, the cuisine here is excellent. It really is. I mean, everything from your produce, doesn't matter if it's your shellfish, which you can get down the road from the quay, or if it is the meats. I mean, the meats are unbelievable. They are absolutely stunning. I mean, obviously, as you can tell, I'm not Irish. I'm an English boy. Essex boy, actually, by bread. And I mean, we come over here, I mean, and the produce is phenomenal. It really is.
So how long have you been the head chef here, Leigh?
We've been here, it was actually 2 years last week.
2 years
last week, yes, when we opened up. So yeah, it's been a journey. It really has, but you know, it's been very enjoyable. So we're doing really well.
So what goes into designing a menu in your mind? How did you come to this?
Well, this is one of the things is with the food here. I mean, it's not a matter of what I want to cook or anything like that. It's a matter of what the locals cook and what they would like to eat. It's a big thing. So it's not all about me. It has to be about the locals. So we designed a few menus, and some things work, some things don't. And so obviously we had to change it and tweak it and bits and pieces like that. So I think we've got it down to a T now. I think we've got it just right, and you know, the locals keep coming back. So we're obviously doing something right. But yeah, I say it's one of those things. You've got to try it. If it doesn't work, start from the beginning and go again.
And what's your background, Leigh? How long have you been a chef?
I've been chefing since I was 15. So we'll just say, a while.
So your school has been cooking everywhere forever. That's your school?
No, it was, yeah. I mean, I was obviously at college and everything like that. And then at 18, I then decided to move on. So moved out to Greece, was out there for a few years, and then went over to Bermuda. I was out there for 9 years. Then I went out from there, went to New York for 2 months, and then from then onwards went over to the Gansevoort in Turks and Caicos. And then that's brought me back here. So I've been travelling around.
So what are you doing here?
Right, so this one
finish
here,
off the
finishing off, so I mean, we're just getting a nice little crust to it. And all we're going to do after that, which is add some thyme and some butter, thyme and garlic and some butter to it, and just to get a nice little caramelisation on the top.
What's the biggest misconception about cooking a beef or cooking a steak? What do people make? When do they screw it up?
What it is the resting time. So a lot of people, what they'll do, with the steak, they'll cook the steak and then they'll eat it straight away. The most important is to rest. It's like if you go to the gym, you work out, your muscles are all tight, but then if you leave it 15, 20 minutes, it relaxes. So it's the exact same thing as what it would be for a steak. So as you see, we're starting to get a nice caramelisation on there now.
You let it hang out a bit and it keeps those juices inside.
That's it, yep. So we're just going to cook this to a nice little medium rare.
So this is the most important stage. Put it down, put it on a plate, just let it hang out.
Yeah, so now we're just going to add a bit of flavour to it.
Yes, the crackle of garlic and thyme, I love it. You're going to baste that with some butter.
That's it, yeah. So this is local Irish butter.
Oh, I hope you can hear that through the mic.
You can smell it.
It's a shame you can't see it. It's a shame you can't smell it.
So we're just literally just going to start to brown this butter off a little bit. And just start a little baste it. Now this will start turning lovely nut brown.
There, you can see that crust developing.
Oh yeah.
And when do you let this rest? 5-6 minutes?
Yeah, if that, you know. So realistically, so say if it's cooking for 7 minutes, you want it to rest for a good half of the time, basically. All right, then that bad boy's done. So you let that rest now. Right, so that is the first one we're doing for you.
All right.
Hot.
And now we'll follow you to the next.
Rightio. So what we'll do, as that's rested, we'll plate up the next dish.
All right.
So this one here is basically, this is going to be our kill lobster tortellinis, this one. So as I say, this is local lobster from about 30 miles down the road. And with this one here, basically it's a very simple dish. It's very elegant, but it takes a little time to prep for this one here. So basically what we do with the pasta, we've got two types of pasta. So we have the wild garlic pasta and the regular pasta all together. That's rolled out to make the tortellinis. And then what we're doing here with the sauce here, so basically this is all the bones from the lobster. It's down with a load of Pernod, some saffron, and bits and pieces, and some tomatoes, which have been cooked out in some fish stock and stewed down for a while. And then just reduced down to make a nice little sauce. And so while that is working there, we'll get the tortellinis. Right. So this is a very, very quick dish. So what we're doing here is we're just going to char up the leeks. And as I say, this is the two-tone pastas that I was telling you about. So just bring this up to the boil. So them bad boys there, they'll take about 4 minutes. Okay, so, oh,
This is cooking.
that's it. It's a live stream.
It's a live stream. A lot going on in the kitchen. How often do you make changes to the menu?
We change it seasonally, so change it 4 times a year. So obviously we have the 2 restaurants. So we have the Oak Room, which is the AA restaurant, which we change 4 times a year, and then the actual Cornhouse Bar, we'll just change that once a year.
What's going into that lobster sauce?
So that one there is the nudger sausage. So that's going to give a nice little richness to that. Right. So basically what we're trying to do here with the leek is actually we're just trying to char it, get a nice colour to that.
Seems to be working.
Sorry. And then here, just for a little, here we've got some Tunbridge trout caviar.
Oh yeah.
So a little bit more luxury, so not only have we got the lobster, we've got the trout caviar as well. See,
Oh, look
nearly
at that
there.
color. Just beautiful.
Nearly there.
So when you cook for as long as you cook, you're not timing anything. It's all in your head.
It's all there.
feel.
It's all there. You kind of know.
It's all feel.
Yeah, I mean, I know that the fillet's cooked or anything like that. It's just touchy, and that's it.
Gorgeous.
So we're nearly ready to rock and roll with this. So I'm just a little bit of
pepper there.
little bit of pepper, a little bit of seasoning.
There you
Once
go.
again, we're just going to a little bit of base. As you can tell, we're not afraid of using a bit of butter here. But butter's your friend.
Especially Irish butter.
That's
Local
it.
Irish
No,
butter.
that's it, local, that's it, yep. Right, so, just want the insert of the leek. The outside is not, so that bit there is absolutely fine. So all we're doing now is just emulsifying in a little bit of butter. Let's give it a little bit more richness and a good, nice shine. These tortellinis are now done, so these are coming out. So as you can see with the two-tone here, so you've got your pasta, but then we've also got the wild garlic as well with that.
Beautiful. And this is a starter.
This is a starter, yeah, so
And probably your most popular.
it's one of the most popular, definitely, for sure. Yeah, it's very elegant. All right, so, plating of it. So that is the rich lobster sauce with the nidua sausage. And then we're going to just come in here with a charred leek. So all I want is just... Perfect. Then I'm just going to come up with a little bit of trout caviar. Oh. And then just follow it up with just a little bit of fennel. That's it.
Wow, look at that. Gorgeous.
So that one
One
there.
of the best sellers at the Ebrington right there.
So as I say, that is your two-tone tortellini with local lobster, trout caviar.
Beautiful.
That's it. Right, so next up, we're going to go back in with
the
the
beef.
fillet. So the beef's just going
Which
to
has
go
been
in.
resting appropriately.
That's it, yeah. So
What's that?
that is wild garlic powder.
Wild garlic powder.
Yeah. So
How do you make that?
Yeah, so basically the wild garlic powder, I mean, it grows around here everywhere. So basically, we went out, we actually foraged this stuff. So this one here is foraged it, and then all we've done is we just dried it out, turned it into a powder overnight, dehydrated it, and then just turned it into a little powder. So it just gives it a little oomph, a little extra zing.
So tell me what pairs with the beef here.
So with the beef here, what we have is, so we obviously have the fillet, and then we've got the oxtail, so we're using that most of the cow on this one here. And then it's just come with a nice cream potato. We made some little tart shells and some crisp onion, a little bit of garlic powder, and that's us. Right. So we'll hit this back to the pan.
Get a nice hot sear on
That's
that. Right before plating. Just the oxtail here.
So this is the oxtail here, yeah. So basically that's just been braised down for 3 hours.
Oh my God, that's a lot of depth of flavor right there.
Yeah, so that's for that bit there. Then we have the sauce here. This is the sauce board layer. So basically all your shallots, some good quality red wine reduced down for a very, very long time. Nice and slow.
Concentrated, deep flavors here.
That's it.
Basting that steak with some thyme and some garlic. Some serious flavor going on there. And some beautiful color.
Right. That's going to come off, so that's ready to rock and roll. Then we have a little tart.
Oh, that's where the oxtail goes.
That's where the oxtail's going in that. And then from there, little rocher mash or cream potato.
Beautiful.
And we're going to follow that up with some
This is that garlic
this
powder
is
you're
the
talking
wild
about.
garlic powder.
Wow. What do you think one of the biggest misconceptions of Irish cuisine is?
I mean, I think a lot of people don't seem to realise or think that, you know, it is fine dining. We have I mean, with us here, I mean, we try and do something a little bit different. I mean, we try and elevate something which we've got from the local produce. You know, we're trying to make them flavours sing. And that's what we're trying to do here in that respect. Right, so we have that. So we have our sauce.
Yeah, I would say that what I'm looking at right here is definitely fine dining, Leigh.
Oh, happy days.
As fine as it gets.
There you go. Well, I say that is the Coya Farm beef fillet with the oxtail, cream potato, wild garlic, and Bordelais jus.
A final message to the people.
You'll put me on the spot here. Come to Ireland.